It's your music Yes, it's time for Your Music Live here on Studio Live today, your weekly dose of independent music. My name is Pete Johns. If it's your first time here, this is a live independent music show. It's brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're in the market for releasing your independent music, you can't go wrong with our friends from DistroKid. We're going to crack straight on with some amazing independent music. We've got just too much music to fill the show today. So we're going to kick off with this one. This comes to us from When the Enemy Is Me. They say, hey Pete, quick update. I've upgraded to Logic Pro, but still starting everything with my iPad. I also use the app Fiverr for the vocals on this track. Hope you enjoy. And that's from Joe. So we're going to give this one a spin. We're going to fire it up here. This one is Red Line from When the Enemy Is Me on Your Music Live.
My love, sunshine, break me down every time to know if I should intertwine. I hear your voice and grow night, break me down all the time, red line, break away, everything I've ever known, but all the flowers wither out and lose their way home. And all I perfect white, oh, everything will be alright, but all the feelings flicker out with you by my side.
Enemy Is Me with Red Line there to kick us off. What a very cool tune. And I love hearing the story of, you graduated to Logic Pro. That's cool. But you're still using GarageBand to kick things off and still using your iPad and reaching out and collaborating with other users online, which is always a good thing to do because you know what? We can't do it all. We don't all have all the talents, right? So reaching out and collaborating is always a good idea. Yeah, really good vocals, the tone in the bass. That's what I thought was one of the highlights there was that the drums, bass, and guitar just really created this guttural kind of angsty, passionate vibe from the very start, and I thought it followed through beautifully on that one. Well done, and thank you for sharing. Remember, sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. If you're liking the show, if you want to share it with your friends, go ahead and use the share button down below and hit the thumbs up, guns up if you're having a good time already, and we're only one song in. Let's get into our next one. It's from Fields Holiday. They say, I recorded this in GarageBand on my Mac with my guitar, bass, MIDI drums. It's about life and purpose. Two things that hopefully all of us have, a life and a purpose, because, without one, the other one's a little bit irrelevant. Let's jump in and take a listen to this one. It's called Walk the Path. It's from Fields Holiday, and we're going to play it live on Your Music Live. cool stuff there indeed from Fields Holiday. I love the mix of tones in there, don't you reckon? It's got that nice fuzzy tone with a little bit of clean guitar there. The drums were really kicking in there as well, like MIDI drums, absolutely fine. Love the crash cymbal though. There was obviously some processing on those MIDI drums that gave it a really nice feel to it. So very good. Yeah, interesting guitar work, and the vocals just sitting there in the background. I think that worked really well as well. Just those kind of spacey, splashy kind of vocals reminded me very much of like the early 90s kind of experimental, grungy crossover music that we had back then. A little shoegazy as well. Yeah, digging the guitars. Good stuff indeed. Let's play our third track, and then we'll have a bit of a chat. I'll let you know a little bit more about the show. It's pretty self-explanatory though, isn't it? Yeah, we come here, we play awesome music, we leave, and then you're better off for the experience. You're enriched with the awesomeness of the cool tunes that we play, including this next one, which is going to come to us from Blue Velvet Morning. They simply say, from our debut album. Simple as that. Sometimes the simple explanations are the best, so let's give this one a spin, shall we? Blue Velvet Morning, Beneath the Wheel, on Your Music Live.
What's about to carry on? This desperation is suffused. A curiosity I refuse to follow. I never believe in dashes. What's the point of being rude? Getting angry just because it don't feel silent enough. I'm told that you don't know, that you don't know. Just be careful with those songs. Yours is easy to fool, and there is so.
Boppy happiness vibes, yeah, very, very jazzy kind of feel to it, don't you reckon? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, the bass is just sitting there doing its groovy thing. We got some great guitars. We got the vocals kicking along there. I like it. We've had some really nice sort of guitar-driven rock and roll for the first three tracks. There is a bunch of other genres that we play here, and you'll be hearing a lot more of them as we go through. Yeah, really nice arrangement too. Full and clear, 100%, or hundo P as the kids probably never said. Hello, yeah, plenty of energy. Hello to the folks who are maybe joining us for the very first time. How do things work around here? Well, it's actually super simple. It's probably the simplest that I could make it because I'm a simple man. All you need to do is if you want to submit a song for consideration on a future show, there's a QR code there, or there's a link down in the description. Just go to studiolivetoday.com/YML. Fill out the form. It'll take you about all of 2 minutes, and then you'll be submitted and considered for a future show. As soon as we're ready to play you, you'll get an email, and then you'll be on the playlist. Speaking of the playlist, down in the description, you'll find a link to all of the songs we're playing on this week's show. But don't fret. If you're not on that list, we're going to have two opportunities, one in the first half, one in the second, for us to play your song here on the show. And speaking of the show, the only reason we can do this each and every week and we can bring you this live indie music awesomeness are the folks at DistroKid, and we'll talk about them in just a jiffy. But the simple facts are, release your music online, get yourself on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon, Tidal, and do it all for one low yearly subscription, and save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan using the link up there or down in the description. Phew, that was a lot, but it is easy, I'm telling you. It's simple, it's all there in the description. Speaking of DistroKid, they have a platform called slaps.com, which is a free way to share your music. And our buddy, our friend, our compadre, our patron, our Canadian legend, our tourist extraordinaire by the name of Michael, aka Zealand Band, has got a track that he would like to share over on Slaps. He says, "Hi Pete, I Told You So is a song about something, but I forget. Badump, that's where I need my rib shot ready to rock and roll. So let's give this one a spin. There's the man, the myth, the legend, Michael, aka Zealand Band, and I Told You So on Your Music Live." Probably one of the best that I've heard from Michael. Let's throw some more fire on it there on slaps.com. Yeah, really, really nice. Really good use of the horns in there. Quite lovely indeed, Joe. I agree. Very nicely done there. And the cool thing about slaps.com is I can come on down here and leave a comment. I can say, "Love this one, Michael. Top notch." And that will go straight to that creator. So share on slaps.com. It's like DistroKid Lite. Before you get out there and release your music on DistroKid and get it onto Spotify and all the places, why not share it on slaps.com? You got literally nothing to lose. Literally. And I use the word correctly, not the new version of literally, which actually means the opposite of literally. Yeah, welcome aboard if you're new to the show. Someone was saying that we have a polite chat here. We sure do. I see some of the other music sharing shows out there, and we're a little bit different because we are a celebration of all music, all genres, all people, all levels, all creators. Sometimes, I don't want to speak out of school, but on some other shows I've seen, it's like, "Oh, is this fire or is this nah?" And I'm like, why would you call someone's music nah? Like, they're trying, man. They're doing their best. Anyway, let's move on, shall we, and play our next tune. This one comes to us from Greg Hutto. And Greg says, "Ain't It Funny?" is a song about how the most mundane day can suddenly go wrong in the wink of an eye. Wink of an eye? I thought it was blink of an eye. I suppose it could be a wink. That's life, though. It is. Hope you guys love this one like I do. I make music I want to hear. There you go. That's how you do it, Greg. Make the music. Be the music you want to hear. Or what is it? Be the change you want to make and make the music you want to hear. Let's give us a spin. Ain't it funny? Greg Hutto, Your Music Live.
See that eye looking in my eyes.
also here on Your Music Live. Very, very cool tune. Thank you for sharing that one. Remember, Sharon is Karen. Sharon is Karen. If you're enjoying the show so far, definitely give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down if you don't like what I said before. And whenever I say that, I always get someone saying, are you saying that no one should ever give any criticism and no one should ever give feedback? No, you definitely should. We don't want to make this, don't want to do American Idol syndrome where you just go, good job, that was wonderful, and they're completely out of tune. But at the same time, let's build people up. Let's tell them what's working well, and then maybe give them a few tips and tricks about things that can go better. And apparently, I need some tips and tricks as well. I've got an issue at the moment, and I'm not sure if it's I've tried a few things. I'm not sure if it's my mixer or my microphone or StreamYard, because we're getting a few crackles, and it's mostly in my voice, so it's mostly in this vocal channel. So I'm going to try a few things as we go along. I'm going to try a few things. We're going to switch out some microphones. We're going to do some live testing. See, who thought you'd get some live engineering going on here as well? But that's what we'll be doing, just to see if we can fix that up. So you can be my eyes and ears to help me out while we do that. No crackles. Okay. I think it's just when I get overexcited. So no crackles. I'm getting 2 no crackles. So that's a good thing. I think it's just when I get super excited, I'm clipping, but I'm trying to keep my volume level set lower. So maybe we'll do a couple of other tracks, and then if let me know. You can listen out, and if we get crackles over the next couple of bits, we'll make some changes. Kinada Bambino have a track they say made in Logic Pro. It's pretty much a song about toxic love. Well, there's all kinds of love, and I guess some of us at times experience toxic love, and that's what this one's about. It is titled Bumblebee, though. So toxic love for a bumblebee, I guess if you're allergic. All right, let's give this one a spin. Kanata Bambino on Your Music Live.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's said that every few years there's a certain person that pops up out of the blue and just completely flips the world on its head. I'm glad to introduce that person tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome for Kanada Bambino.
Bumblebee, keep your stinger in and away from me. Girl, I should've known you won't care for me. Think it's time for you to spread your wings and leave me be. I feel your poison in my veins. Just stay away. When I'm with you, I'm not safe. These twisted games are no fun. I've gotta get away. This girl, she's the devil in my veins.
Yeah, really dig it. I like the Thomas mentioned it, the movement between the major and the minor in that one works really, really well. I agree. Very chill, very laid back, very awesome from Kanada Bambino there, and a very nice tune indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. Remember, Sharon is Karen and Sharon is Karen. I keep saying that. A lot of music theory going on there. Yeah. Hello, BL Zabub, our evil overlord. I hope you're doing well. And speaking, I was about to transition into a DistroKid promo by saying, speaking of evil overlord, no, DistroKid are the best. They are the ones who keep the lights on around here at Studio Live today. And did you know, if you, like me, are an iPhone or iPad user, DistroKid have recently perfected, I'll say. They say launched, I say perfected, because I've been testing this app for quite some time, but they've now got a mobile app. Yes, woo! Let's get a round of applause, because it's taken a little while, but DistroKid like to do things right. And instead of telling you about it, I've actually released a video. Many of you have probably already watched it, but if you haven't, it's here. If you search Pete John's DistroKid app, it's the first video you're going to find there. So I thought I'm going to be super lazy today. I'm going to pull a Mike Enjo from Creative Source and play my own video as my own promo, and then we'll link it down in this chat and in the description as well. So if you want to check it out in more detail, go ahead and do that, and then go and download the app, because if you're a DistroKid user, it is a super convenient way to manage your DistroKid account. So take it away past me. What is this app all about? The DistroKid app is now... You know what we need to do? We probably need to turn down this random music playing in the background before we do that. Let's try that one more time with feeling. The DistroKid app is now available on your iPhone or your iPad. If you're an existing DistroKid user or you're looking to sign up, all you need to do is go to the App Store, download it, and jump on in here. And you can see that as soon as you sign in, you've got access to all of the songs that you've already released using DistroKid. You can also access your bank. You can upload a brand new song just using the app here on iPhone or iPad with all of the same options that you have on your desktop. You can access your stats, and you can even manage your account here right on your iPhone or iPad. What if you're not a DistroKid member? Well, guess what? You can use the app to sign up and release your music to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon, Tidal, and a whole bunch of other places for one yearly subscription. You can save yourself 7% off your first year using the link down in the description. That is what the app is all about. And yeah, ironically, we got a different sort of crackle. I'm used to that one. That's the whole, I'm about to play another audio source on the Mac, and it gives you that little bit at the start. You'll notice that occasionally it does that with songs as well. I try to ride the volume fader so it doesn't. But yeah, the crackles were while I was playing the video. It's a different one. Yeah, don't you love it when you not only have one intermittent audio issue, you've got two of them? But that's all right. I've pulled out the red XLR cable, so I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting in a minute, because we know the red one goes faster, so maybe it crackles less. We'll see how we go. All right, let's move on to one more song, and then we are going to do our Play My Fire beat. So that's where you have the opportunity to have one of your songs played live right here on the show. So you'll get the keyword in just a minute. Maybe we should make it crackle. Let's just own it. Let's own the challenges of life. But for now, we're going to play this one from Brandon Todd. It is called Love Song, and he says this song is inspired by oldies artists such as the Penguins and Richie Valens. It was written my sophomore year of high school, when I first realized I was too young, how too young I was to be in love. Yes, we've all been there, haven't we? It's Brandon Todd. It's Love Song, and I think you're going to really dig the vibe on this one.
Is this just fake? Is it a big mistake? God, I want you to stay. Please don't go away. Oh, I can't understand this feeling for you. Just let me know that it's true. One kiss won't do. Without you, I'm out of tune. When we are gone, my heart can't keep beating on. Oh, I can't understand this feeling for you. Just let me know that it's true. Don't go, don't ever leave my side. Baby, please don't go, but don't go telling me lies.
Yeah, baby, I just want to tell you how much I love you. Oh, sweet sugar honey. Sorry. It gets you into that vibe though, doesn't it? Very cool stuff. Yeah, some classic 50s greaser kind of vibes going on with that one. We have switched over to the red XLR cable, so we'll see if it makes any difference whatsoever. But do keep letting me know if you hear a crackle. Let me know. We're going to own the crackle today, because if you hear any crackles, just let me know, and that way, when I'm doing my post-mortem to try and work out where in my audio chain this is, or if it's just StreamYard being StreamYard, then we can work that out. But we're going to jump in and set up our giveaway. The giveaway tool is over here on StreamYard, which is one of the cool things that StreamYard does, and we are going to own it. We're going to go hashtag crackle. So it's going to be hashtag CRACKLE. And look, two people have already put it in there before I even set it up, which is cool. So 2 people have got their crackle on. So if you would like to also have an opportunity to have one of your songs played right here today on the show, hashtag crackle is your keyword, your password for awesomeness. So go ahead, just like there he is. SM Borthwick has done it. He's showing you how it's done. I just realized, I'm like, oh, can you help me by telling me if we get any crackles in the audio? And now everyone's going to put hashtag crackle. Okay, don't put hashtag crackle if there's a crack. Oh no, I've ruined everything. You know what can fix this? The only thing that can save us now is some PA. Pronounce it alternative says ingredients: 6 old vocals, 1 old back voice, and a new beat equals became a new song. I love it when you can recycle. I love recycling bits of songs to bring it together and make something new. And that sounds like it's exactly what PA has done here. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Mashup. PA, your music live.
This is PA. Pronounce it alternative, baby. They try to classify me, try to satisfy the how till I hear this sound. EGOISTEADH. Shake me up, wake me up. I had to function to create the life of others. Do subsane the flow and turn shit into gold. Broken philosophy must protect the light. Broken philosophy must protect the light. If you would know what I'm carrying on my shoulders. If you would know what I'm carrying on my shoulders. Broken philosophy, how till I hear this song. Broken philosophy, how till I hear this song. Can you hear the heavens go? They told you to step back now. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny?
PA, pronounce it alternative, baby. And a very cool track there indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. I agree. Hello, Michael Thompson. Hello, Hugh Caldwell. It's your birthday, Hugh. Folks are saying happy birthday, so I'll trust that it is the truth and they're not just trying to trick me and fool me into thinking it's your birthday. Yeah, very cool stuff there from PA, pronounce it alternative. Now, in honor of the crackle, which is apparently still happening from time to time on the audio, and we'll keep trying new things. We've changed the microphone channel, we've changed the microphone cable. I'm going to change the microphone next. Yeah, we're going to get right out there and do things. Hello, Capsalam. You got yourself about 5 seconds if you want to put hashtag crackle in the chat and give yourself an opportunity to have one of your songs spun live right here on the show. Yeah, how good is she, Arnie G? How good is PA? Pronounce it alternative. Do not change the picker. Me? Do I change the host? Maybe that's the problem. The speaker? So that's the thing, when you do get these issues, and look, I know it's frustrating for you as a viewer, it's frustrating for me, but what can we do? All you can do is try your best. That's what I say. All right, let's do this. Brad Examples here. He's probably going to win now because he's the last person to enter in. Do we have PA in the background? Let's get some PA in the background to spin the wheel with. All right, good luck, everybody.
I feel like I've seen it all. The world will keep on I'm turning in
Where's it gonna
fields
land?
gold.
Gonna land on Michael Thompson. Michael's been on a bit of a roll of late. I reckon you won a few weeks back, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. We had a double Michael Thompson double feature, but we got no Michael on the show today, so that means that we will now have Michael on the show, which is good news for all concerned, I believe. So, Michael, all you need to do is go ahead and put your name. We know that's Michael Thompson, generally. The name of your track and the platform you'd like it played on, and we'll go ahead and spin that one up next. But while we wait on Michael, we're going to relax with a little bit of Patrick Clements. And Patrick is a French creator, creates some amazing arrangements, and this one is no exception. He says, "Hi Pete, it's always a great pleasure to share my music in your weekly show. I hope you and the audience will enjoy this piece of music called Night Shift. And once again, thanks for your precious advices on GarageBand." Well, you're very welcome. 3 weeks has it been? Yeah, amazing. Michael, you've got the luck of the Irish to you. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Patrick Clements and Night Shift here on Your Music Live. Everything that Patrick creates is super smooth and super cool, and that one is no exception. We have another mic change here, and I'm using a different mic, so I need to adjust my trim control here a little bit to bring us up with a little more volume, because I'm now using a dynamic microphone. Who knew that you'd be getting a complete lesson in what is it called? Troubleshooting tech issues here on the show today. So we'll give this one a go. But yeah, how good is Patrick? Patrick rocks the Casbah. Yeah, get some good cables from Canada. Yeah. Just give me good technology vibes, please. That's all I ask. But Patrick Clements, very, very cool stuff. All right, well, I keep tweaking my settings here. Let's grab our next track. This one comes to us from Matt Dunning. I will grab the Michael Thompson tune because he has one, but I'm still searching that one out while I was changing microphones. I'm doing it all here today. So we'll grab this one from Matt Dunning. This one's called Doubt. It is Matt and Lucy. Matt is the creator that uses some very cool voice synth sounds. And this one, he says, Doubt, created using GarageBand iOS, then some voice synth for the vocals. Starts a bit slow, but pleased with the melodic chorus. Hope you enjoy. Well, let's go ahead and give it a spin. This is Doubt, Matt and Lucy, Your Music Live.
My doubts in my head. Is it you to blame? It all darkness falls. My mind spins
it fate? Can I lose it all? My strength tells me, hold on, don't let go. Light shines, guides you to the end. Say goodbye. I tried so hard to keep you from my doubts. The sun is now here, but I'm so alone now.
Matt and Lucy here on Your Music Live, and a very cool track indeed. It's a comedy of errors. I'll get the Benny Hill theme going in a minute, where Johns is like putting up the wrong fader now and all. Thank you, Mark, for the pity donation. We'll get some either new cables or a new mixer, because as Thomas has mentioned, the Zoom drive. I did update the Zoom drivers, but they haven't been updated since like 2021, and I'm not sure they're keeping up. I did update my operating system, my Mac OS, to try and solve the problem. That was another thing I did. But it's annoying because it's just sometimes. It's not all the time. It's just sometimes. So I can do an entire show. I can go a whole week without it, and then it comes back again. So we'll try different things. We're on the new mic now, so keep your ears out. We're probably still getting a crackle here and there, but I'll be able to listen back and find out where things changed and didn't change as we went along. But I'm not going to stop, because you can't stop me. No, technology issues can't stop me. I'm going to keep going. In fact, we're going to play the winner of our Play My Fire Beat, which is Mr. Michael Thompson, and he's got a track that he would like us to play called Wounded. We're going to give this one a spin as our Play My Fire Beat here on Your Music Live. Awesome stuff there from Michael Thompson, the Play My Fire Beat winner for this week. That was cool. He even snuck a guitar solo in there. See, if you put your guitar solo in close enough to the front of the track, you get it in that 1 to 2 minute zone, then you get it played. And I love doing this show because of that feature in particular, that anyone can come along, throw their hat in the ring, we pull your name out, and then we give it a spin. Yeah, I agree. Brilliant track. Probably one of the best I've heard from you, Michael. Good stuff indeed. Capturing that 70s rock vibe to perfection. G'day, Charlie. Hope you are doing well, my friend. All right, I've got a few more tracks to play here. Don't forget that we do this show each and every week. We got some changes. I've got some news. I won't say bad news, because I've had 2 bits of feedback. We've tried this show a little earlier for the last month, the last 4 weeks. We've done it at an earlier time slot. I know that's been better for our European and UK folks, but a lot of our US and Canadian folks haven't been able to make it along, and our Australian folks, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. So unless they're up super early, it is challenging there. So we are going to make another change. I know, I'm sorry, but a change is as good as a holiday, they say, and I've already had one of those. So we are going to move the show a little later again. So keep an eye on your local programming time. So I apologize in advance to my UK and European friends, but don't fear, because we're going to do a YML Extra show coming up in just over a week's time, and that's going to be at a really convenient time. That's going to be in the evening time here for our Australian friends, which is going to be at a convenient time for our European and UK folks. So yeah, just a little change there coming up. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? This one comes to us from Opus Basilic, who says, disclaimer, I don't yet have a PC, so I make tracks on Android, and I use Veloco, Cross DJ, and a microphone. However, I will upgrade. I mean, don't race to upgrade. If it's working for you, then that's a cool thing. And I love hearing what folks are creating, whatever platform they're deciding to use. So let's give this one a spin. This is Opus, way back here on Your Music Live.
You can find your way back. I promise that you can find your way back.
Hey, you can find your way back. I promise that you can find your way back. Yeah, I promise that you can find your way back. You can find your way back. Hey. You can find your way back. I remember way back. My music wouldn't play that. Now they see the vision. I tried to tell the vision. Dancing on the video. I tried to make it big. Wasn't ready for the radio. I was like a rodeo.
I love it. I love hearing folks just getting out there and creating, and it's proof that it doesn't matter what you've got. If you've got an Android phone, if you've got an iPhone, if you've got a tablet, if you've got a PC, if you've got a Mac, if you've got a 4-track tape recorder, just start recording, start doing your thing, because you're only going to learn. You're only going to be able to keep creating and learning more. You might as well get started. Imagine if we didn't have 4-track machines, or if for those of us old enough, if you didn't have like the old boombox that you recorded to back in the day, you wouldn't have learned about audio. Says Pete, who can't seem to work out his audio today. But no, we're all good. Thank you again for sharing. That was Opus Basilic. Next up, we have an artist who has a mysterious name, simply called Q. Okay, we'll go with it. They say my song was inspired by a movie and 70s, 80s rock on the ride home. And I love this because it's a very quick little ditty, and it's in GarageBand. So, and we get to see the GarageBand project. I love seeing how the sausage is made. Not really the sausage, but I love seeing how music is made. Very good stuff. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Even had the fade out at the end. No, don't go watch that show. It'll be too Inception. Stop it. That will break the internet. We can't have me watching my own live show while I'm watching it live. That would be bizarre. Yeah, good stuff. Just creating, grabbing GarageBand and getting started is an amazing thing to do. So thank you for sharing that one. maybe some quantization would help you with that one, because when you're playing in rough like that, it's a great way to just sort of capture ideas. But if you're going to turn it into something, a full production, use the quantization. And guess what? If you need to know how to use quantization in GarageBand, Pete Johns has a video all about it. In fact, I've probably got about 7 because I seem to roll like that. I've always got. If you search things like GarageBand automation, I've created a video in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, because things have changed slightly in GarageBand, but not that much. And we got Logic Pro coming just around. Who's excited for Logic Pro, by the way? It is coming. It is just around the corner. Speaking of just around the corner, we're going to play this tune from Trentico, who says, just a note, this song is produced by Phantom, but the vocals and lyrics are all by me. I wrote this about a boy who broke my heart. We've had a bit of a heartbreak kind of vibe on the show here today, haven't we? We've had a few heartbreak and a few unrequited love type songs, and this one is going to be no exception. Let's give this one a spin. This is Ashes of a Burning Love.
Do you ever think of me when you can't sleep? Tossing and turning, my eyes are burning into the depths of your soul. My burning love has gone stone cold. I tried to be that ideal guy, but you don't care when I cry. I don't want you in my world, with all your diamonds and your pretty pearls. I don't wanna look at your brown eyes, 'cause they always make me cry. I wanna be famous, sing this to a crowd, play me on the radio.
Very cool stuff there. Trentico has a very distinct vocal style and processing, and it's like creates tension. That's the only way I can kind of describe it. A bit Eurythmics vibe. Yeah, just that doom, 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 just that driving kind of sound. So much emotion. Exactly. You can it just makes you feel the angst sort of emanating from something like that. I dig it. Good stuff indeed. Speaking of digging things, don't forget, this show is brought to you each and every week by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. If you're an independent artist or a creator like Trentico and you want to get your music out there too, Apple Music, Spotify, Logic Pro. Apparently you can release the Logic Pro. No. What was I trying to say? Tidal, Deezer, Amazon, Spotify. I've said Spotify. What are the social media places it goes to? Things like Snapchat and things like TikTok and things like Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, it goes everywhere. So one place to go, DistroKid, sign up. First year is going to be 7% discount using the code below. So if you're not already out there with DistroKid, I highly recommend you give them a look-see. Speaking of look-seeing, let's look-see at our next track. This comes to us from 1-3 Scribbles, who said, wanted to work with guitars and a harder-hitting drums, so tried something new, a little different from the normal mid-tempo EDM style. Created in Logic Pro, and I love it when you take a guitar and hit that perfect, and now you have been... I don't know what the next line was all about. So we're just going to play the song. Let's let the song do the talking. This is called Bend and Burn. Scribbles, your music live. Music Live, creating some awesome jams. Good stuff there from 1-3 Scribbles. And don't forget, you can check that track and all the tracks we've played so far down in the description at the end of the show. In fact, they're there right now. Don't tell anyone. Don't get distracted, but they're already there because I made sure that it was all ready to go for you. Yeah, I like that. That punching bass sound. It pulls you in. Does good things. Scribbles always producing good. And I hear what you say about the guitar there. Very cool. And yeah, bit of an industrial vibe there to please the Thomas Crusts of the world as well. Let's move on. We've got one more track to play, and then we're at our halfway mark. We're going to play our toilet break. Then we've got some cover songs, and then we've got a bunch more cool independent tunes for you to hear. But let's grab this one. I'm pretty sure he's here in the chat. This is Careless Wolf, Nothing Like a Man, and his guitar. And I'm not jealous of the cool hair much. This is, of course, Careless Wolf, and he says, still slowly working through the stuff that I wrote in the 90s. If you could start like 10 seconds, that'd be great. I can do exactly that. We can cue this one up to the 10-second mark and give this one a spin. Careless Wolf and Vines here on Your Music Live.
Walking down a path to me, I just can't wait to see you are reaching through my soul, spin my heart into a slow swirl. Back behind, or what you left behind. Do you miss the day that you can run away? Feel the sunshine through the leaves, dear. I don't ever want to leave here.
Careless Wolf and Vines. The only way I can describe that is like a one-man rock opera. It's really cool. I love the change up there. I love the chords. Very nice. I can tell it was written in the 90s. Like I love the ding 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 ding. The 1-4-5 with the slide up there works really well. Echoes of the Kinks. Yeah, I dig it. And really good feel and great variation. My kind of jam. And yeah, just kicking in with the tempo change as well. Like as much as I could hear a full band version of that, I just love, there's something about one person and one guitar just doing their thing. So if you're out there and you're like, be inspired by that, like just capture your music any way you can. You don't need all the bells and whistles. In fact, sometimes all the bells and whistles put a crackle in your voice. And maybe sometimes your iPhone camera is going to work better. Just saying. Alrighty, we are at the midpoint of our show here. We've got 1 hour of music to go after this one, which is our patented toilet break. Yeah, I used to say this was brought to you by DistroKid, but I don't want to use the words DistroKid and toilet in the same sentence, even though they've got a good sense of humor. Yeah, they might say, why are you talking about us in the toilet? But no, the toilet break comes from a show in the 90s. It was a Saturday night variety show, and in the middle of the show, they would play a toilet break, which was usually, in fact, almost always, a clip from a show called Potluck, which was a really lame talent show here in Australia, and they played some really wild and wacky things. I've taken that concept, but I play really cool stuff instead. And this week, we're going to jump over to Germany. In fact, a collaboration between Germany and Hong Kong. If that sounds cool, it's because it is. It is Weltenkinder and Vivian Smiling from Hong Kong. It is a classic rock and roll collaboration, and it's going to be your toilet break on this week's Your Music Live. I'll be back in a jiffy. I'll see you soon.
last time I cried for you.
Seven hankies blue, I feel with my tears. Seven letters true, I feel with my fears. Getting out the place to make your lover blue. 7 lonely days, I cried for you.
Oh my darling, I'm crying. Now there's no use to denying. I cried for you. It's all your favorite pastime, making me blue. Last week was the last time I cried for you, cried for you.
给我一个吻，可以不可以？吻在我的脸上，留个爱的表情。给我一个吻，可以不可以？吻在我的心上，让我想念你，只能等着你的眼睛。
How cool is it? Yeah, a different side of Velton Kinder. Usually it's all industrial and grungy and gritty, and then you hear... It's just awesome. I love it. It's like when I try to rap. It's awesome. Yeah, super awesome. Welcome back. Welcome back to a big second half here on Your Music Live. If it's your first time here, you're probably going, oh, who's this funny dude and what's going on? Well, this is our weekly dive into independent music where we play your songs and we play them live. Hence the name, Your Music Live. We're brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. You can check them out using that QR code or the link up there. You can submit a song for a future show because we're here each and every week using that QR code, or just go to studiolivetoday.com/YML. Let's jump into our Under the Covers segment. We play a couple of cover songs. We play mostly original music, but we do throw a couple of covers in there for good measure. And this cover came to me a couple of weeks ago. And it was one of those strange moments where I'm like, what's going on here? The artist Treatment in Progress has a side project, Tin Boat. And they say Tin Boat is the singer guitar player from Treatment in Progress, Brian. Tin Boat always has a feature artist, and this time it's Pete Johns. Pete Johns, the iPad GarageBand goat, makes his song perfect, accessible to the world to learn from. A zip file containing all the GarageBand tracks. So Tin Boat put some vocal on it, changed some words, and kept some of Pete. The ending is especially nice. We're on iTunes, Spotify, and all the DistroKid platforms. Yeah, so you want to check this one out. We'll play the start of it, and you'll see what's going on here. But you can, of course, jump down into the description and check out the full version because it's different, and I love it. I love it when folks take one of my songs and make them something different. And in this case, I think a little bit better. I actually like the lyrics in this one that Timbo's put in here. Anyway, let's give this one a spin and see what you think. This is a cover of my song, Perfect, Treatment in Progress.
Life isn't always fair. Everyone has their problems. It's easier to hide away than find solutions. You're holding the brush of life, grasping the power to create. The canvas is time and the paint is your solution. But I know this for sure, this ain't a dress rehearsal. So know when to see the sign. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. just won't stop. It's hard to compete.
For those that know the original song, it's so cool. I love the intonation, like the new rhythmic pattern there, where it just kicks in that earlier bit on the beat as opposed to the delay that I had in there, and the new lyrics that he's added in there. I don't know, they're super cool. I love the bit about the painting and you're making it works really well. A cool alternate version is what SM Borthwick says. Yeah, little changes in there that make it work. And that's the thing. This is why I rail against things like YouTube Content ID, and I rail against all these artists that are doing everything in their power to quote unquote protect their music instead of just sharing it and letting folks do cool things like that. He was able to make it his own, and that's super cool. So thank you to Tin Boat, thanks to Brian for doing that one, and appreciate you. And yeah, if you're not aware, my Patreons get access to a whole bunch of different stuff. They've got access to basically my entire back catalogue. If you're a member of my Patreon and you didn't know this already, if you reach out, I'll give you anything that I have that's a project in GarageBand or the stems or whatever you want. I'll zip up and send your way. But that song and a few other songs I've made publicly available for folks to remix and repurpose in any way they like. So yeah, if you're not already a patron and you want to have access to those to do your own cover versions or remix or just take my voice and make me sound like a chipmunk, is 100% available to you. Gregory O'Sullivan. Speaking of Australians, well, we weren't, but I'm one. Gregory O'Sullivan has a cover of the Cranberries' Linger using synthesizer V Studio Pro vocals produced with Cubasis 12 Pro. Nothing says 90s to me like the Cranberries, Pearl Jam, Pearl Jam, Oasis, who are they? Yeah, well, I did a 90s show yesterday and I did no Cranberries. I did do Pearl Jam. I didn't do Oasis, though. Maybe I should have done Oasis tune. Anyway, let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Gregory O'Sullivan with a little help from his virtual friend, Linger. Cranberries cover, Your Music Live.
I'm sure I might be rude, but it's just your attitude. It's tearing me apart. It's ruining everything. And I swore I would be true. And honey, so did you. So why were you holding her hand? Is that the way we said? Were you lying all the time? Was it just a game for you? But I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You've got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to let it linger?
That tune has something in common with the last one, which is that, just changing up the intonation of the words. So Tin Boat took my song and shifted everything like a beat forward, and that one has the Dolores vocals there shifted a beat back. And it's an interesting mix, isn't it? It makes it different. It gives it its own flavour. And there's nothing wrong with that. Thank you for sharing that one. A very interesting under the covers segment here today. One of the more intriguing ones, not just because it was, all about me. Because I'm such an all about me kind of guy. As you know, if you've been around this channel, you know that I have a giant ego, and I think that my shit don't stink, and that everything I do is amazing. Couldn't even get through. Couldn't even get through the whole sentence there. No, I none of that. In fact, to the point where I'm not, without the risk of going off on a tangent. I was watching stuff about like leaders, like the leader of Belarus. I was watching this week tonight a John Oliver thing about him, and like these people that like they just got such egos. It's amazing how they think that people should just follow them, and I'm like. Anyone who thinks that they're always right is almost definitely mostly wrong. And I'll just leave it at that. You know the people I'm talking about. All right, let's. Being wrong is amazing, by the way. Be wrong as often as possible, but learn from it. Because if you don't, you're never going to learn anything. Luke Healy has a track. He's like, could you get to my song, Johns, and stop talking about randomness? Luke Healy says, hi, Pete. I hope you're well. I am. So I've decided to scale back my future releases as I felt they were getting a little too fake. Interesting. GarageBand is great, but the AI drums and bass, etc. started to sound the same. That can happen, yeah. This song is just vocals and guitar. I hope you like it. Well, I love me some vocals and guitar, so let's give this one a spin. The very talented Luke Healy and Help Me Be Somebody, Your Music Live.
Another path, a different hand. I've got it all to lose, so here I go. Another show. I don't want moan or complain to be my middle name or a mental state. I'm just feeling so ignored and a little bored. I'm making marks in wall. So help me be somebody. Help me be somebody new. If I could be somebody, I'd be someone like you.
Luke Healy here on Your Music Live with a very mellow sound. And I understand exactly what Luke's saying there. When you start producing your own music, you tend to go a bit nuts and you put every production trick in the book in there and you're using all the virtual instruments and all the different samples and sounds. And then you get to a point where you're like, yeah, I really just want to strip this all the way back and just make it, organic. And that was really nicely done. Look, if Jamie Mallender likes it, then I'm fixing my lights at the same time. Oh dear. Hope you get home safely there, Jamie. Dude, we need you to be able to keep creating. All right. I wonder what Jamie. Jamie's. Are you checking out Logic Pro, Jamie? I know Jamie's a big Cubasis user and has been. He's basically my go-to guru for Cubasis. When folks ask me questions, I say, "Go ask Jamie. Don't ask me." So I wonder if Jamie, if you're checking out Logic Pro, I think we all are, aren't we? We're all going to check it out and see what it's like. It's too intriguing to not. Next up, we have Tomo. This is Tomo Guitar, and we played him a couple of weeks ago. This time around, he said this is an instrumental that combines my love for sci-fi and, as usual, 90s video games. I call it Space Pirates because of the rhythm of the main riff reminds me of a pirate ship rocked by waves. Cool. I like it. I dig it. Even the description sounds cool. Let's see what the actual track sounds like. Space Pirates here on Your Music Live. Is it Tomo Guitar there shredding his way to awesomeness? And I said it, I think I said it last time we played Tomo. I'm not the hugest fan of just shredding for the sake of shredding. Like, you know, when you go into the guitar store and there's always that dude with long hair. Sorry, Jamie. Sorry, Michael. Sorry, long haired folks. But you know, there's always that dude with long hair that kind of smells like 3-day-old weed. And is always just shredding, like just playing some random thing. That's probably the one thing that he's mastered like 20 years ago. He's like, oh, I'll try it on the Fender now. I'll try it on the Gibson now. You know, am I the only one that sees this? Am I part of the problem? I don't know. All right, that was cool though. I say all that to say that Tomo knows how to shred and shred well. All right, let's continue on. We'll play one more song. We'll play this one from Paul, and then we're going to let y'all have a chance to have one of your fire beats played right here on the show. Yes, it's Play My Fire Beat Part 2 Electric Boogaloo coming up right after this one. Paul has this one. He says, just another song. I'm grabbing old Cubase's 2 songs, mixing them in Cakewalk, creating videos for them. Massive thanks to Rush8889 for pushing me to get my music out. Thank you, Pete. Yes, Russ is nothing if not someone that's going to help you. Is like, why don't you just get your fucking music out there? Go on. What's the arm? That's my Russ, apparently. And I think I swore. Let's just forget that ever happened before Russ comes and hunts me down. Oh, I'm going to cut you, Johns. This is Paul. I Wanted You. Lyric video. Your Music Live.
Pictured your face in the strangest place. I was looking
good is that? Love it. Love a good lyric video. Loved the vibe of that. The keys, the guitar, and then the vocals, just the interplay between those, exactly as Mark Bro has said here. Very cool indeed. Excellent groove and sounded awesome. So thank you for sharing that one. Really good stuff there from Paul. And Paul has showed the patience you sometimes need, because I think you submitted that one around 6 or 7 weeks ago, Paul. And we're just getting caught up. This is why we need to do a catch-up show. Well, we'll be doing a Your Music Live extra edition very soon, because we need to catch up on some of these tunes that we haven't got around to playing, because I don't know, John's decided to go on holidays or some such thing. But very good stuff, and thank you for being here live. All right, let's grab our next let's grab our giveaway. We're going to jump in here and do our second version. And what will our hashtag be here? I've got to decide on something. We'll make it hashtag Russ, because I feel so bad for my impersonation. I'm glad Russ isn't here. So we're gonna honor Russ 8889 and put hashtag Russ as our second keyword, as an apology, as an olive branch reaching out for my horrific attempt. I wouldn't even call it an impersonation, just rambling, madman rambling. So if you want to be like Brad or SM Borthwick or Thomas Christ or any of the cool folks here, and you want your chance to have one of your songs played live on the show, hashtag Russ is what you need to do, and you've got a chance to play. All right, let's grab another tune. This is an artist that we've played in the past. Their name is, I'm going to get this wrong, but I'm going to try. Gayatri Galakwad Gulhani. I'll try that again. Gayatri Gaikwad Guhani. And they've submitted a whole bunch of different tunes. I've chosen this one to play just because it uses some really interesting instrumentation, and it's a live performance, and I love seeing this sort of stuff. So if you've seen these folks before, you'll know what you're in for. If you haven't, this is where music can take you, just to somewhere completely different and completely cool. So let's give this one a spin here on Your Music Live.
आवडे देवासी तो ऐका प्रकार आवडे देवासी तो ऐका प्रकार आवडे देवासी तो ऐका प्रकार नामाचा उच्चार रात्रंदिन नामाचा उच्चार रात्रंदिन आवडे देवासी तो ऐका प्रकार तुळशी माळ गळा गोपी चंदन टिळा तुळशी माळ गळा गोपी चंदन टिळा हृदयी
How cool is it? Here's the thing, like my very judgmental teenage and 20-something self would have been like, oh, that's not the sort of music that I normally listen to. Except he wouldn't have said it in politer terms as that. But yeah, just expanding your horizons, and Western music in particular is very limited. We got the 12 notes, we got the chords, it's the 1, 4, 5, minor 6 if you're lucky. Just having something completely different to just cleanse your musical palette and give yourself a little bit of a challenge when it comes to what you're listening to can be cool. So I play, and that's why when stuff comes in, I'm like, I'm going to play it. Yeah, the tabla. Yeah, the tablas are cool, aren't they? And I always forget the name of the instrument that she's playing there every time. I have looked it up before, but it's really cool. And the way that the vocal line follows that, like, that takes some pure talent to be able to do that. Very cool stuff indeed. All right, we're ready to spin the wheel here and see who's going to be the Play My Fire Beat Part 2 winner. We got ourselves 12 entries here. We're going to spin the wheel. Good luck, everybody. I hope you get a wheel. We're going to spin the wheel and it's going to be Hypnotic Transmissions. And again, I don't think we have any hypnotic transmissions on the show today, so that means we will, because that's the beauty of the randomness of the drawing, is that hypnotic transmissions now get to choose a song. It can be an old song, a new song, a borrowed song, a blue song, any song you like. All they need to do is, in plain text right here in the chat, give us their artist name, the platform, YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever, and the name of the track. And we will spin it up next while we wait on Hypnotic Transmissions to choose their song and of choice. We're going to play this next song, except we're not, because I've just gone there, and look, this happens sometimes because of the delay. Video is unavailable. It's been removed by the uploader. So unfortunately, that was Skull Eyes. Skull Eyes, if you would like to resubmit a song for a future show, feel free to go ahead and do so. But we can't play it because it cannot play what is not there. So instead, we're going to move on to our next track, which comes to us from Nathaniel Engavo, who says, "Hi Pete, it's Nate again. My last song was submitted the last song submitted was an anomaly. I would like to show you guys my progress in my mixing from last time. Again, love your videos, Pete. You help a lot. P.S. Sorry for the swears. I know they shocked some people last time. I don't know if they shocked some people. I'm just such a delicate flower. No, a well-placed swear word is absolutely fine. We're mostly adults here. Some of us don't act like adults all the time. But, it's totally fine. If you do have profanities, just let me know, and that way I can give a warning to folks. But this is Nathaniel Engavo and Fade here on Your Music Live.
Hey, Carl, turn that shit up, man.
I want the fade, yeah, I want the fade, yeah. Beat a bitch like Chan did today. I want the fade, yeah, I want the fade, yeah. You gonna pick the time of the day. I want the fade, yeah, I want the fade, yeah. You're on the ground, I'm going, ayy. I want the fade, yeah, I want the fade, yeah, ayy, ayy, ayy. I wanna leave you crying in the ground, yeah. Seeing me win is making you frown, yeah. I'm on the upper, you're on the down, yeah. You talking shit, yeah, turning the clown. I'm on the run, yeah, go, go, go. Saying from but you don't wanna know, yeah. I'm making moves, yeah, all alone, yeah. Batting and driving, but in the boat, I'm on the boat, yeah. Oh yeah, but you don't wanna go, cause I am the go and he's at lows, and I'm on the go and he's at lows. I'm all on my cocky shit, yeah. Y'all gonna have to hit me, spit. I dropped the bop, I didn't cool, yeah. Bop your head, cause it is lit. I want the fade, yeah, I want the fade, yeah. Beat a bitch like Chan did today. Run with the fade, yeah, run with the fade, yeah. You gonna pick the time of the day. I'm with the fade, yeah. I'm with the fade, yeah. You on the ground, I'm going, ayy. Run with the fade, yeah. Run with the fade, ayy, 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 okay. Didn't you cut your mud ball talking shit? Yeah, I did. I made him look like a bitch. Didn't he leave the hospital?
Little bit Nate there with some fire beats for sure. That could have been the Play My Fire beat. Very cool. I love when, again, hearing people do stuff that I can't do. I can't do that quick. I don't got no flow. I can't hit the beat like that. Very good stuff indeed. Yeah, the flow is indeed spot on in that one. And I like this. Timestamps in a 2-minute song is pretty awesome. To have intro, verse, chorus. I've never seen that before. It doesn't mean it's the wrong thing to do. It's just cool. I've never thought to put timestamps in. No one's. Is anyone jumping around going, I really want to hear only the chorus? I don't. Or maybe. I mean, we are in the TikTok era. Maybe folks are jumping in there going, I only want to hear the chorus of this song. I've only got 26 seconds. I've not got no 2 minutes to listen to that. Maybe. That was indeed pretty dope. All right, Hypnotic Transmissions has won the Play My Fire beat and have chosen a track of theirs called Breaking Protocol, which I haven't heard before, so I'm looking forward to giving this one a spin. Let's jump in over here. Breaking Protocol, this is from their album or their release called The Humanoid, and we're going to spin it for you right now, right here on Your Music Live. Hypnotic Transmissions track that I haven't dug. And that's a rarity. There's only a few artists that I seem to like everything they produce. Thomas Christ for one, Patrick Clements, Sticks for Guns, and Hypnotic Transmissions. Like just everything is right up my alley. I just like it. It's I like that kind of vibe where it's simple, but when you scratch the surface, there's some complex things going on under there, but you wouldn't know it. You can listen on different levels. Does that make any sense? People nodding along at home? I hope so. Because, yeah, it definitely sounds very cool. Hello, Russ. We definitely haven't been talking about you at all. Welcome to the show. No, we made you the code word. That's all that's happened. We made you the code word for the second Play My Fire beat, and Hypnotic Transmissions won it, and we just played their track, which was pretty darn awesome. Next up, we got some German rap for your ear holes. Yeah, we got Junkyard, and they say, my German rap means the one who pulled out the sword out of the stone. It's about a boy becoming brave and a man. Very cool. Who doesn't want some German rap? I always worry when I play other languages that it's probably potentially inappropriate, but oh well. I won't know, and you probably won't either unless your German's up to scratch. So let's try and pronounce this one. Das Schwert aus dem Stein seid. Let's play it live on Your Music Live.
It is 2023, and I am JNRKND, and this stands for Januarkind. Am Anfang deiner Reise wirst du scheitern. Du musst Ängste überwinden, deine Skills meistern und das tun, was du liebst. Denn du weißt dann, wenn du niemals aufgibst, irgendwann reicht's dann. Yeah, hab an mich selbst geglaubt, kein Ding. Obwohl man drängt, am Verzweifeln ist und die Hoffnung sinkt und eine Träne von der Wange rinnt. Komme was wolle und egal wie schlimm, ich falle vielleicht hin, aber nehm nicht alles hin und stehe wieder auf. Unser brechlicher Wille, unser brechlicher Mut, unser brechliches Kinn, eine dicke Haut und unzerbrechliche Knochen, und mein Herz hört nicht auf für Träume zu pochen. Tage dunkler Wolken, Tage voller Regen, doch nichts und niemand wird mich jemals unterjochen.
Da darf niemand sein, der dich klein kriegt, geschweige denn, der dich verbiegt. Yeah, sieh zu, dass du's einsiehst. Nur ein Feigling flieht, wenn er einen Feind sieht. Doch du bist der das Schwert aus dem Stein zieht. Der das Schwert aus dem Stein zieht. Bist du der das Schwert aus dem Stein zieht? Ja, der das Schwert aus dem Stein zieht.
How cool is that? Yes, we play all types of music, all types of languages, all types of genres, all types of vibes. And that one, yeah, it was really cool, wasn't it? I dug it. And that's the main thing. I'm amusing myself. Do we have a translation? No. I checked the description to see if there's a translation for you, for your Mike and Dawn, but no. I'm going to say it's about how cute and furry puppies are. I'm just going with that. That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm getting a puppy vibe from that one. Maybe. All right, we got ourselves about 25 minutes to go. Jade Star is up next. It's the last week that I'll be leading into Jade Star. Then I will be behind Jade Star again, because we are, in case you we're not here earlier, we are moving the show back to its OG time slot. So we're going 3 hours later. For a few reasons. It's a bit early for most of the folks that listen and watch the show in Australia and the US and Canada. So we made it a bit earlier for our UK and European friends. But yeah, we need to go with the majority. I know that sucks, because I'd love to please everyone, but you can't please everyone. Plus, Johns has to get up at 4:30 a.m. to get ready and do this show. And it's taken a little bit of a toll through winter. I'm not going to lie to you, when the alarm goes off at 4:30 and it's like 4 degrees outside. So we will be shifting the show, but we'll continue to be able to provide you with all the independent music your ear holes can stand, including stuff like this. This is Some Kind of Talent. They say recorded on GarageBand for iMac about my favorite variety of cheese. American cheese. 64 slices of American cheese. 1, 63. No, this is American cheese, and we're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
Say to me, American cheese. What's this allowed to be? The brightness of it all, can't you see? The monotony is plain to see. The brightness of it all, can't you see? And it's all the same. Sing to me. So say to me, American cheese. And so say, to be. The brightness of it all, can't you see? The monotony is plain to see. The brightness of it all, can't you see? And it's all the same. Sing to me.
I was the same, Mark. American cheese. I was expecting it to be like, yeah, Donnie and Marie style. Instead, you get sludgy shoegaze, which is just as awesome. Probably awesomer. In fact, I'll take sludgy shoegaze over Donnie and Marie. Where did I get Donnie and Marie from? Plop. Pulled it out. Very good stuff there from Some Kind of Talent. Thank you for sharing that one. We'll grab our next tune, and we've got about 6 or 7 songs to go here. Don't forget that this show is brought to you each and every week by the wonderful folks at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're an independent artist, you want to release your music to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon Tidal, all the places, one-stop shop. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Up next, we have Azurium, who say, got on GarageBand iPad after playing a bit of piano to get the melody and put it with some layers and some reverb, then beats, then boom, done. This was done in 2 days. Oh, how I envy you, people who can create songs in 2 days. It takes me 2 months, and even then they don't get done sometimes. This is called The Battle Against Fate. Azurium, Your Music Live.
In the face of inescapable peril, may before you crumble in your palms, those in the legends, held to hold true, and all symbols shattered across the cosmos, and now in your place, there is your time to die. Die like all the rest, regardless whether evil or good. Let's see. Done with resignation, step from desperation, the struggle to the very end. Now, run, fly against the side for death, or die. The choice is yours.
Yeah, if this starts just before the boss fight, I'll be scared for sure. Yeah, that went in directions, didn't you? That took you places. I like it. I like it a lot. Good stuff indeed. On the break, yeah, sounds a bit anime, doesn't it? Yeah, and welcome to you, Costa. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, a lot of dynamics, very intense, very cool stuff there from Azurium. Let's move on. I did mention this artist earlier, that they are one of my favourite artists, and they're an artist that every time they produce a piece of music, I like it. And, no pressure or anything. But let's hope that continues with this week's submission. It is Sticks for Guns, of course, and this one, Richard says, this started by layering 3 drum tracks. It zips along at a bit of a pace. Well, let's see if we can keep up with this one. It's called There Was a Never. Sticks for Guns, Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there. Sticks for Guns continue their winning streak. That one's got a level of intensity that we haven't heard from Sticks for Guns in the past. Side note, what the heck is this statue? Oh, that's a hand on its head. I thought it had something else growing out of its head. No. Good stuff there, Sticks for Guns. Thank you for sharing that one. I appreciate you. We got to 5 songs to go. Just 5 songs to go. So we better keep the show rolling on. And again, we will be back again next week with a all new, all singing, all dancing, new and improved Your Music Live. Because we change things up from time to time. And things will be a little bit different. And then we've got our big anniversary show. Yeah, we've got our big 3-year Your Music Live anniversary show coming up after that, which will be an extravaganza and should be a heck of a lot of fun. Let's grab this next one. This comes to us from Zahi, who says, this is a mix between wave and funk. Currently my biggest track and definitely something different. All right, let's give this a spin, shall we? It is called Drawn to Death, and we're going to spin it live here on Your Music Live. Drawn to Death from Zahi there. Wave and funk coming together. I love this show because I learn genres that I never knew existed. I didn't know that wave and or funk were a thing, but that was pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, definitely gives it that jumping kind of vibe. I like it. Well done there from Zahi, thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe it's the genre mark. Maybe we're too old. Maybe that's how the vocals are in wave/funk. But good stuff there. Yeah, so we've started rock and then we've gone a little bit more electronic as the show's gone on. But we're going to go back to some more kind of rocky kind of vibes here. This is we've got 4 songs to go here. We're going to jump over to slaps.com, which again is from our wonderful friends at DistroKid, and we're going to sign in again apparently. I don't know why I'm signed out of DistroKid. There we go. That is better. I know you can't see any of this, but I will show you it now. This is someone we've played before. I love them. I love their music. This is a very brand new, fresh one from just a couple of days ago, and it is Gary Ford. It's called Into the Unknown. He says, "Hi, Pete. Hope you're well. This track was a bit of an experiment to bring a different feel to the album compared to previous tracks. Hope you like it." For those who have kids, Into the Unknown is also the name of a song from Frozen 2. I'm pretty sure Gary's not covering that one. Let's you and I find out, shall we, on Your Music Life.
Across the waves on a tranquil sea, lost in your mind beneath the sky. Feel your spirit leave as we start to fly. Beautiful everything seems to be. In colors and shapes that I've never seen. A story untold as we journey into the unknown.
Very cool stuff there from Gary Ford here on Your Music Live. Here on slaps.com. As I've mentioned before, great place to share your music for free. It's like DistroKid Lite. You can share your music here. As you can see, your viewers, your listeners can throw fire. Let's get him up to 100 fire on there. Sharing your song is as easy as hitting that and copying the link. And I can come down here and say, really dig this, Gary. Quite a cool departure from your other tracks. Because it really was. Like, Gary's got some really cool tracks, some really sort of in-your-face rock and roll, and that one just has a different vibe. Just trippy and nice. Someone said ELO. Who was that said ELO? Was Careless Wolf, yeah. Very, very that ELO kind of vibe. Alrighty, let's continue on. We've got 3 more songs. You know what that means. It's time for our anti-penultimate song. Yes, anti-penultimate is just before penultimate and right before ultimate. And that's what this one's going to be. This is Await Satori. They say this song is about letting go of your inhibitions and just ride the moonbeams. I like it. Ride the moonbeams, baby. This is a song. It is simply called Moonbeams, and it's our anti-penultimate song on Your Music Live.
May I do more, my
Lighting silent fires, stuck in the black end. Is there nothing higher that I can amend? Riding the moonbeams, forgetting my knees, following star streams, just changing my dreams. Riding the moonbeams, forgetting my knees, following star streams, just changing my dreams. Riding the moonbeams, forgetting my knees, following star streams, just changing my dreams. Riding the moonbeams, forgetting my knees.
Wait, Satori, our anti-penultimate tune here. Yeah, lovely synths, lovely vocals, cool vibes on that one. We dig it. Thank you for sharing that tune. We do appreciate you big time. Just 2 songs to go, so you know what that means. It's time for the penultimate tune here on your Music Live. It's been an absolute blast hanging out with you. Thanks for helping me do a few little changes and a few little tests here today. How's the crackle been? Haven't had anyone say crackle, but maybe you're just being super polite. So I swapped out the channel, I swapped out the mic, I swapped out the cable. We're trying everything here, folks, but I think Thomas is on the ball. I think it's actually a driver issue or maybe a browser issue. So maybe I need to experiment and maybe try a different browser. Jump on a Firefox, get out of Chrome, stop suckling at the Google teat. Maybe. We'll see. This is Pagan Song, folks. They say a cyberpunk homage to celebrate both the Netrunner series on Netflix and Mike Pondsmith's role-playing game. Cool. Choom means buddy, friend, and Prem is short for premium. Huh. Very cool. Preem, sorry, not Prem. It's called Preem Choom. It's the awesome Pagan Song here on Your Music Live. One and only Pagan Song, who's arrived just in time to hear their awesome tune, Preem Choom, here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff indeed. Yeah, J-Star might be on the ball here. I have swapped out USB ports and tried different things on the hub, but maybe it's just the hub in general. So maybe I need to swap out the entire hub or see if I can go in clean. I'll see if I can strip my system down to just plugging directly in, because you're right. It's a sort of crackle that it's an interference thing. It's not a ground hum loop kind of thing, but it's more just that, yeah, there's power delivery and something's kicking in and out and causing something. So I don't know. Either that or it's StreamYard or it's just me. I'm just creating a field of energy. Maybe that's it. All right, we'll play our final song here. This one is the ultimate tune. Straight after this song and straight after this show, for the last time for a while, I'll be sending you over to Jade Starr, who's got a How To app on iOS, because as of next week, we're moving. We're going back to the OG. We're going a little later in the day. So do hang around. Make sure you're on the mailing list. Go to studiolivetoday.com. Join the mailing list to keep up to date with everything going on around here at Studio Live Today. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, who help keep the lights on, and most importantly, thank you for being with us here. We've been doing this for nearly 3 years now. We're coming up to our big 3-year anniversary just around the corner. So I do thank you. Remember, caring is sharing. Karen is Sharon. So keep sharing the show, and I'll see you here next time around. To take us out here, this is Joe Dillio, and they say, from my EP Superhero Star, featuring a girl called Eddie on harmony vocals, inspired by a trip to an actual bar called Boulevard. Very cool stuff. Let's give this one a spin. Our final tune, Joe Dillio, Boulevard, Your Music Live. See you next time, folks.
At the boulevard, the drinks that pour like rain, and the folks that know your name, but they don't know you. Pool sharks, girls with wounded hearts, the whiskey numbs their brain, and the smoke stained window panes reflect the sad view, and it all just slips away. Sometimes you wanna walk out in the sun. Sometimes you wanna walk out in the sun. When you play the cards you're down in a game that's never won. Blame it on the bullet, not the gun. Monday on the morning train, the travelers stumble in, wearing suits like second skin, expressions vacant.